polls have closed in Turkey in one of the most consequential elections in the country's modern history. Local media is speculating that the voter turnout could have surpassed 90% this year. While casting his vote, President Erdogan expressed hope that the outcome of Turkey's biggest election in generations would be good for the future of the country. Presidential candidate and opposition leader Kemal Kılıçdaroğlu cast his vote in Turkey's landmark elections in the capital city of Ankara, promising a spring for the country that will last forever. A heavily guarded Kılıçdaroğlu arrived at the polling station to an applause, waving and greeting people before casting his ballot. Now the race is between three candidates. Turkey's incumbent president, Erdogan. However, Erdogan, who has been in power for more than 20 years, now faces his strongest challenge so far. 6 opposition parties have joined forces for the polls to go against him, and they have chosen opposition leader Kemal Kılıçdaroğlu as their unity candidate. While the race is predominantly between these two candidates, right-wing leader Sinan has also filed his candidature, something that will only cut Erdogan's prospects. Today's vote will decide not only who leads Turkey, a NATO country of 85 million people, but also how it will be governed and where the economy is headed amid a deep cost of living crisis and the shape of its foreign policy. The Turkish politicians held their final rallies in the last hours of campaigning on Saturday. Erdogan, who is facing the toughest challenge ever in his 2 decades of power, he has been on this hot seat for nearly 20 years, was speaking at various neighborhood rallies in Istanbul, where he described the elections as a celebration for Turkey's future. Listen in.
Olaysız, herhangi bir sıkıntı yaşanmadan şu ana kadar süreç devam etti, devam ediyor. Tabii en önemlisi deprem bölgesindeki oyların kullanımıydı. Deprem bölgesinde de vatandaşlarımız büyük bir şevkle, büyük bir aşkla oylarını kullanıyorlar. Oralarda da şu an itibariyle herhangi bir sıkıntı yok. Temennim odur ki akşam sayımlardan sonra ülkemiz, milletimiz için, Türk demokrasisi için hayırlısıyla bir geleceği Rabbimden niyaz ediyoruz. Ve bütün seçmenlerimizin şöyle hiç endişeye kapılmadan akşam saat 17'ye kadar oylarını kullanmaları Türk demokrasisinin gücünü göstermesi bakımından çok önemli.
Erdogan's campaign over the past month has focused on his government's achievements in the defense industry and infrastructure projects, and his assertion that the opposition would roll back such developments. Erdogan also held evening prayers in Istanbul's iconic Hagia Sophia, hours before presidential and parliamentary elections. Scores of Erdogan supporters also gathered to accompany him during the prayers. Now, during his term, Erdogan had changed the status of the iconic Byzantine-era monument from a museum to a mosque. Voter turnout in Turkey is traditionally high, showing continued belief in civic participation. However, if no presidential candidate secures more than 50% of the vote, a runoff will be held on the 28th of May, 2 weeks from now. For more on this, our correspondent Lara Villalon is joining us live from Istanbul. Lara, polls have ended. Does it seem like we'll see the results soon, or will we need to wait till the 28th of May? What's the general voter sentiment looking like?
So, as you said, polling stations have closed like half an hour ago, but still we will need to wait around 2 hours approximately, because there is a law that bans, during the counting process, it bans media and political members to make any kind of statement. So approximately I think like around 2 hours we will start to see some results coming from the main news agency of the country.
Thank you for all those updates, Lara. That was Lara joining us live from Istanbul in Turkey.